Hello, everyone. This is Barbara Iris Salsu of Parental World Knowledge. I want to welcome everyone. We're here to talk about, again, energy scans. And I hope that somebody does call in. So far, we haven't been getting people to call in, although they keep requesting that we will be, contacting each other by phone. Um, they say that they will call in and they want the energy scan, but they just haven't followed through. So I hope that someone does follow through. And in addition, we'll be talking about proper nutrition because it is truly making a difference in the lives of many people we're helping right now. Hopefully it will be more and more, but right now, something just happened. What happened? Oh my God, it went off. All right, quiet, baby doll. I don't know what happened. What happened? It went off. Oh dear. I don't know what happened, but something happened. Definitely not working. I love you, baby. You have to stay calm, and I'll give you another energy scan. I don't know why it's going off, but it's going off. Oh, no, 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 no. I didn't mean that. At the wrong time. Oh, God. I hope it goes back on. Well, hello, everyone. I'm so sorry the broadcast went off. Um, I don't know what happened. Where our screen is great HD, the camera, but something on YouTube end, it just went off. So at any rate, I was saying before that I'm doing energy scans, and I welcomed everyone. And then I was saying that we're doing proper nutrition with our capsules that we provide. We're giving one free one every time someone buys, and it's helping many people. And this capsule is necessary for your health. The energy scans, yes, will help you, can cure you, but then things could happen again to your health where you're not going to be feeling the way you did with the energy scan because you're eating the wrong things. If you're, going to continue hurting your body and your mind with things that are improper nutrition, obviously it's making a vast difference on your health. And so even if you're not a very ill person, but you could be a lot more energetic, you could be a lot healthier, you could have a lot more focus and more energy. And if you are a critically ill person, obviously it's even more essential. So you need to have proper nutrition, and we're seeing marked results. This one person for years he's a young man, he's under 30, and he's not been able to lose weight. He had a very tragic accident. Thank God it didn't take his life, but a car hit him, and he was just left stranded. They just hit and run and just left him. So he could have bled to death. It's just a miracle he did live. He was a very big guy, very athletic. And ever since then, he's just had, because he didn't have the mobility of what he could do before, so he had a great big weight problem. And it's very fortunate that he's taking our capsules now. And it is making marked difference with what he's doing. He's primarily eating the capsule food as opposed to eating all the wrong foods. He's still having, some food, but very light. And he's losing a good amount of weight, significant, but not too fast. He's using it properly. This is not like a diet pill. This is not, unhealthy. This is all natural herbs. So, and we have not only that, but the highest certified herbs, and then in addition, from the cleanest forest. So I'm telling you, it's so essential for you, whether you just want to have more energy, more focus in your life, or if you need really, truly, and we all need to eat better, eat proper nutrition. And when we're working, it's difficult to have that. I just met a lovely couple the other day, and it was a friend of my son's from high school, and I couldn't believe that he's telling me that he can't eat a proper diet. He was always slender, and he looked fine, but he's telling me he's gained a lot of weight since high school, and he's not able to maintain his diet. And so I asked him, I said, well, what are you eating? He says, a lot of fast food. So that's the reason. And, this is not good for your life. I mean, it's not good for your heart, not good for your body. And, excuse me, he's definitely going to look into the herbs because, and also I was telling him how I make the ancient grain pasta. Eating regular pasta, that's putting on weight. It's This is what he's doing wrong. He's eating these fast things, fast food, and preparing food that isn't a proper diet, and that's where he's gaining it. And he's the same age as my son, and my son is in trim shape, great condition, but you know I mean, he looked fine with his clothes, but I mean, underneath, he knows how he looks, and according to him, he's out of shape. He's not. He used to be a wrestler, and he was in great physical condition. And interesting enough, his brother was the opposite. His brother was very heavy, but now he's into weightlifting. And of course, if you do something like, a lot of exercise, that's a proper exercise, that's going to build your muscles and help you lose your weight. Of course, you have to eat to a better diet. But he's not following the route of his brother. It's so interesting that they, were reversed a little bit. He's not to the point of his brother, but, he will end up, if he doesn't start now, he's almost, getting to be, he's in his 20s, and you start getting to be almost 30. It's, he's not quite 30, but he's getting there, and it's going to be more and more difficult. You're going to gain more and more weight if you, as we slow down. Our metabolism is not digesting and not able to burn these calories. So even if he does physical things, he's not able to burn like before. So it's so essential, these food capsules. And it's $47 for 100 in the bottle. And we're the most reasonable for herbs of the highest caliber. Everybody's selling less than 100, and it's more than 50. We're also giving one away to a cancer patient or a needy person. So it doesn't make sense that you're not eating properly, and this could definitely change your entire life. And even if you cheat once in a while, at least if you have the proper nutrition, this proper nutrition is burning off the calories in a good way, not like a diet pill. A diet pill is not a good thing. And then we have other ones, that are meant for heart, your mind. And in addition, we have ones for guy and girl. We have seafood, sun food. There's everything labeled very clearly, so there's no confusion. And it's for your health, and it's so essential. So, I mean, I could do all the energy scans for you, but my thought is you don't want to do that to your health. It's like a yo-yo effect. I mean, I could be doing that, and then you're doing the wrong thing for your health. That's not good. That's not good. It is that we need to live a better, healthier lifestyle. And I'm taking the herbs, and believe me, I was very, very poor in health because I had some injuries, serious injuries at work. And I'm telling you, it has made a vast difference. I see that, I'm still, in pain. It's not totally gone, but I see that there is more strength in my legs. That's what was hurt very severely. And that I didn't even have anything before, any strength whatsoever. But I see that I'm gaining a little bit, and that is a miracle. Because I'm in a lot of pain, and I need that. I need to gain something. And I do feel still, though, at times, my legs, they feel like they're collapsing. I can't climb too much. I have to avoid that, and it's just not good. The lifting action is not good. Walking, I'm fine. I can walk straight on ground, but the climbing, and that's what my doctor told me to avoid. So, this is making a vast difference, and I haven't gone full stream into it. I've gone very lightly with the herbs. I'm cautious because I have reactions to things and that aren't a good reaction, and I have to be very careful. There's certain things I can't take. Penicillin now. I had a reaction. There's certain other things that I can't take. So, to me, I'm going very slowly and, properly. And I am on medication too. So, you have to ask your doctor if you are on medication, what you can take, what you can't take. And, I will be telling my doctor what I'm doing. I did mention that I was doing some herbs and I did tell him what I was doing. And, I will continue taking some more things. My son is making a regimen for all the people that he's trying to help, including me. And he did more research than I did even for this. He's the first one to do the research. Dr. Sabi was the doctor who was telling all this data to the public, and my son came across this. And now it's a late Dr. Sabi, unfortunately. And he is looking into more and more things to make it even improved, the herbs that we have. He made it to the best. There couldn't be better. There is no one out there that has a better, one has 22 herbs in one bottle. So, that is incredible. He did extensive reading and research on all that he's doing, and he's always trying to improve. And he goes, this is things from all over the world, and it's, like I said, the highest certified and the cleanest forest. So it is just so much work that he's putting in this, and then we're giving away. So it's not a money maker, believe me. We're really, it's hard to even, people want more, to buy more. And we, we're running out. So we had to order more. If we had a regular stream of customers, it's different, but we don't yet. We're just beginning. And, it's difficult for us to be buying all these things if we don't have more people. They want some specific things. Like a lot of people are saying the brain food, and it's taking a lot of herbs to making these the brain food. And there's one that is very costly that's involved in that particular one. That is not as reasonable as the other things. So there's certain things that cost quite a bit, and giving it away to the public, like we're doing too, every time we sell one, it makes it difficult. But we're hanging in there. We're being optimistic. And I just want to tell you, there's a scam going on the phone. Somebody called me today, and they're saying about $9,000 that you got a grant from the government. We selected you. And I Googled it, and I looked to see it was a 202 number, and it is phony. So I didn't even dial it. I told him to mail me the information. Then she says, no, you need to call this person and talk more, and we can't just mail you. So I didn't even call because I see that it's a scam. And be very careful. And even people are calling from saying they're at the IRS. IRS is not going to call you. They're going to send you in writing. They're not going to be calling you. I don't even bother getting back to the people that are saying they're calling from the IRS. My thought is be very careful with giving out your information. They want to get your bank account. I read about it on the internet from Google. It's stating that they wanted a bank card, and this is definitely not good. Don't give out any bank card information. Don't your personal information. And I told them I wouldn't. I told them, excuse me, oh, I tried to take a nap, but I never did because these idiots bothered me, and I wanted to, see if it was real. I was hoping it was real because we want to buy more herbs and help more people. But no, we made an order. We just made another order. But there's more things that we want to get. So for future, we have a good supply, but we want to have, hopefully a lot of people more will contact us. But 6 recently, and I'm really happy about that. And so we gave 6 people away things. So, and we've had more before that too. But I'm just saying, we had that flash sale, so we did get at least 6 customers out of that, and gave 6 free. So we got a long way to go. We're helping people. I'm very happy and proud of my son and myself that we're doing that, and we want to do so much more. So please give us a call on that, 973-736-1637. And you can order, I had a brochure. I think my son moved it. Oh, gosh, I don't have it here now. Unless I have it, I might have one in the drawer. He gave one to the customer the other day, and I think he took mine. Maybe he should have. I need it. Oh, gosh. I think he took it. And he put the rest away. Well, I have all the things here. Quiet, honey. If you want to go on, go on. Go on. I always leave one here, but my son is trying to help people and giving them so that the person that gets a brochure. But I left one, and I told him never touch that one, and he didn't listen. Oh well. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, here's got the iFood, Bone Food. So when you call up, you know which to order. Sun Food. He made all these labels. Original design of his. Cramp Food. Cleansing Food, and that's the one that's going to help you lose and maintain your weight, and in a healthy way. You don't want to be taking diet pills, and people lose their lives on those things. It's just a horrible thing. Actresses, beautiful actresses, lost their lives. Don't be taking diet pills, please. Do healthy natural herbs, and always contact your doctor too. Like I said, if you're on any medication, you want to be sure there's no improper reaction. This is seafood, brain food, as I mentioned before. There's the guy food, and the girl food. And we have the best of everything. If you want more energy and more focus, it's also this too. This will give you more energy and more focus. It goes hand in hand with what I'm doing. The energy scans will clear your chakras, give you proper circulation in your mind, in your body. And this is so essential for your health. And the only reason I was a little tired today, and I tell you, I did take my herbs, but I had from 7:45 yesterday to 9 o'clock at night, they were fixing our brand new water heater, putting it in, and the heater. And it was so harrowing because, they're doing all this banging, and it didn't stop, and you're worried. I mean, they're working with gas, and of course you're nervous about it. You don't want anything blowing up if they, I mean, it's a reputable company, but you're still worried. That period of time is a long period of time to be working on something in a house. And then my puppy is reacting to it. He's getting upset with all that banging and all that noise too, comforting him. And then I had I bought a bed for my son recently, and the box spring was deficient. And the thing is, the company never said at first that it was from another company, the box spring. We're thinking that it's, guaranteed under their guarantee. They said it was 10 years, and they said we thought, oh, they didn't say it's from another company. But it turns out that it was from Serta. And, it was the best orthopedic, but it was from Serta. So I didn't like that they didn't tell us. And I told them, look, we've been a customer for years, and we bought a number of beds recently. I can't understand. My son bought a bed for my father. I bought 2 beds. I can't understand what in the world is going on that they did not let us know that it's from another company. So my thought was, what if they give me a hassle? If I buy something and spend a good amount of money, I want to know it's from the company. And that's very, very bad. So, I complained about that, and I got great service. They did, even though it was from another company, guess what they did? They called the company for me and sent the box spring. Because first I was just, asking them, since the only part they had was the frame. I said, give me a new frame. And then I said, well, if it's, the box spring too, I'll give them a call. Because I think the frame might have fixed it. But they knew better. They knew they must have had complaints before about this Serta box spring. And there were some deficient ones made. And we've got one of the deficient ones. And I spent so much money to help my son because he was helping me. He did so much work in this house totally for free, and even put his money into the repair of the house recently. It's just not fair to him. So he needed a good bed because it was killing his back. All this work that he was doing. He works full time as an architect, and then he came home doing all this building on our home. So I'll tell you, and I think the only way he got through this all was taking all these herbs. His body was in such bad shape. He sits all day, and then to try to do all that manual work, which he's not used to. He never even picked up a hammer before. And literally, so for him to start doing things that he never used parts of his body to do, I give him credit. It is incredible what he was doing. And the things he had to lift, and I changed every pipe in the house, every gas pipe, every water pipe. Having to lift all these boards. I tried to lift the board. I have upper body strength. I tried to lift a board with him. And I tell you, my son, God bless him, that he could carry that by himself. Even one board, just one board, it weighed so much. He was struggling to get up the steps with it, and oh my God, I wanted to help him. I'm holding on to the railing, and I have upper body strength that's incredible. That is where I'm strong, and I picked it up, but I couldn't get it beyond the one step with him holding it too. He's holding the heavy part, and I'm holding just in front. He's got the back part, and oh my gosh, I saw what he was going through, and then he's on this crummy bed. The part of it sank in, not the part he sleeps on. It was the other part he sleeps on was fine. It was the other part, and it was like the cloth. It just gave way. It unraveled, and so it was just starting to hurt him on his side because it was just sinking in, on this other side, and then it was starting to sink a little bit on his side. So horrible. And I had them in too yesterday. And then I had two people in to look at the rooms that we're trying to rent in our home. And lovely people, lovely couple. And the only thing is, I know she wants a really large closet. And it is a walk-in closet, and we made cedar, but I hope it's large enough for her. I mean, I could physically walk in there, and I'm not a small woman. I can walk in there, and there's plenty of room. But she must have a very big wardrobe. That's what she told me, and I hope that she'll find it suffice because we do have a hallway closet. It's totally empty for her, but the fact is, I guess she would want it in her room. But it is a walk-in closet. It has nice big shelf too, and we're going to be putting some more shelves up on top, which we had before, but we took it off because of it was so poorly. The closet was just deteriorating. It hadn't been done in all the years of this home, and it was time to be done. My father's same wallpaper was up on the wall, and it was so many years it never fell off. It it's not healthy. After a while, you need to, it started to deteriorate just, a little bit. And it still was on the wall, most of it. And, we just took it out and put all new boards and made it fresh. But it just got to the point where it needed it, definitely needed it. The paper never peeled off. It wasn't, any fungus or anything like that. It was still clean, but it just showed, signs of wear. And putting the cedar in made it very fresh, and it didn't cost much because my son did the work. And that's a great thing. He did it free of charge for me. And I'm very grateful that, he did that. He had his friend working with him, and he did have to have him pay for certain things that he's doing in the house, and that was one of the things he helped him with a little bit. But my son, did like half of it, and he did half. And I'm really, very proud of my son. And he put the light in. It's an enormous light, so there's a light in the closet. Because it's a big walk-in closet. It's bigger than mine. I can't walk into my closet. This is a really walk-in closet. And this is the master bedroom. It's just a gorgeous room. So I'm hoping he goes for it. And then there's another room. It's smaller, but it's going to be the same thing. The gray walls with the white crown molding. It's so beautiful. And, this has beautiful lights in the room, the master bedroom, the ceiling fan. And we just put in like the new heating system, and it's all ready. It's ready to put the component to do the air conditioning. So when I can afford it, I will do that too. So hopefully we get the tenants in and we can do that at this point. And I do need it because I have allergies. I do have air conditioning, one very large unit. And I was fortunate as a senior citizen, I got it free. I had an energy company in, and I got it free. So there's things you can do to keep yourself healthy, and we need to do these things. We have to look into it. So if you're a senior, you have an energy company come in, and they can do some things for you. An air conditioner. I've also got a refrigerator for free, a brand new one. So there's things you can do, and truly, I mean, I'm doing things for charity, so I have to have some help here. And my son still hasn't fixed back here. He's supposed to put a plate thing on. He took out the thermostat, and he put in the heater and everything. David? That's a double lock on. Double lock is on. I'm on the air right now. Yes, it was good. Thank you. So I just want to say, and speaking of which, since he mentioned that, I might as well say I went on an interview today, and that's why I was so tired between having a day of yesterday and then the day before my puppy went into the yard of the next door neighbor. Doug, the other dog, really large dog, dug him in. I mentioned this the other day. And I was standing 4.5 hours out there in the heat. I wouldn't leave my puppy alone. I was so scared because that dog is so big, and if it puts its paw on him, one time it just couldn't breathe, my puppy, for an hour properly. So I just was so scared. And then I had to call animal control because I was afraid this dog was going to come out. Not that attack me, the dog likes me. I'm great with dogs. The dog is docile with me, but I know that it did bite somebody that was working here, one of my son's friends. So, and it's a Rottweiler, and I don't know what else it is. It might be not a pure one, but it is an enormous dog. And I was so scared for my puppy. Thank God he's okay. And he's in love with this dog. As tiny as he is, a Chihuahua, he's in love with this enormous dog. So that's why if you hear him, in the background here, a little bit of crying and things, he's still emotional about this dog. I did an energy scan today on him, and I'm going to do another one if you'll come over here. And so I still ran off to that job in spite of all that was going on in this house. A lot was going on, and a lot with my puppy. And he was keeping me up. He kept waking me up in the night too, and I had to do energy scans then. He woke me up 5 nights in a row. Oh my gosh. With moaning for this dog and howling. He never did this before. And I've got him to stop in seconds, so it is, he's definitely going to be fine, though. I know he's going to get over this. He had one crush before, and it was very quick that he did get over it. He howled a little bit, and, it was a lot quicker. The reason I think is because this one's living right next door. The other one was down the street, and then he wasn't coming in contact with that puppy because they're down the street and they usually walk the other way. They do come over here now, and right now you're in the screen, You want to say hello to everybody? That's my gorgeous son, David.
I think the toilet starts messing up because I think the water.
I'm on the air,
I
David.
think the water in the tank goes. If we put a plastic bag around the batteries, I think that would stop it from breaking.
I keep telling you that it's too much.
We should put a plastic bag around.
There's too much pressure in our house.
No, that's not it.
Yes, it is. There's too much water pressure. There is.
The design of the tank allows water to get on it, and then it sucks in the cracks.
Our next door neighbor said. Yes, I am listening, but our next door neighbor said they have less pressure. They don't have enough pressure. We have their pressure. So in the case of the fact that we have their pressure and you have a wave toilet, you're putting your hand wave, to get the toilet to flush. We're not touching it. It's not a handle. You have to wave. And the water. No. On top of the new bathtub downstairs. I'm on the air, David. You're being very rude. Any rate, they never change, even in their 20s. Still need to be told a lesson.
Yeah, to be told when you put something that you put.
David, I'm on the air. Be quiet, please. David, I'm so happy you'll be moving out soon. So we'd like to have new tenants because this guy, I love him, but boy, he wants everything his way, and it has to be 2 ways. When you have people living here, you got to make it two ways. It can't be one way. You got to think about the people and their needs and try to accommodate. And that's how I am.
This is the nicest I've ever heard you talk.
David, I talk to you nice every single day. But you, David, are giving orders to do this, orders to do that.
Install new security cameras inside the house, so we'll always be filmed.
No, we're not. No, we're not. There's no way, Jose.
What if somebody breaks in? You don't want to know who it was?
No, thank
What if
you.
somebody steals something? Now you know exactly when you can't lose a thing.
David,
Every time you see
I'm on the air. Be quiet, please. No, I think it's a good idea if you stop. Unless you want to come over here and I'm going to give you an energy scan, which I think you need to calm down. Any rate, I want to say a prayer for all those people too, a miraculous healing prayer for all the people on the train today. Oh my gosh, that survived, and their families, and for those that lost their families. Oh my gosh, it was so devastating. And there's no excuse. They need, like we have robotic parts in cars. They could do it for the train. There has to be a stopping mechanism when it's approaching the station. There has to be a robotic part. It could be underground, encased in metal, and that it will stop that train. That train, from what I heard, I mean, I didn't hear this directly, but somebody else was listening to it, and they stated to me that they heard it sped up. It didn't slow down, it sped up. They were supposed to do the opposite. I don't know how that happened, whether that person fell asleep, hit the wrong lever, I don't know. Or just had a breakdown and did the wrong thing. I don't know. I really don't know what occurred. That wasn't announced that I heard. I kept listening to it and I didn't hear the reason. But there has to be a fail-safe system. There is no excuse. They raised the rates. There's no excuse. They have this mechanism in a car that it can drive itself. There has to be a way for a train that's, electric, and this is even easier, I think. NJIT first was doing the cars that drive itself, and I'm sure that they could come up with something for the train. This should not be. This should not be. This is a horrible thing that happened today of all these wonderful people. And it was extra full today. That's the sad part. There were extra people on there that normally weren't on there before and lost their lives. So this has to be corrected. I feel I'm making this announcement that they could do this, and I will try to contact somebody. I don't know if I can find who to contact, who to call, but there has to be a solution to this. Definitely. This is horrible. I'll try to reach out and make this mentioning what I'm saying. I can't see how there isn't a way of correcting this. This should never happen again. There is just no excuse for this. And I just hope and pray that the company makes good for all these people. That's not going to, of course, bring them back. It's not going to correct if they were severely wounded and injured. But I'm praying a miraculous healing prayer. I believe it was a live thing, and I even said an energy scan for that poor woman who was giving the testimonial of what happened. This is awful. what she experienced. And it seems like there were a lot of brave people. People weren't panicking. People were trying to help one another. So that is a wonderful thing to hear. You know, that people, there are so many good people out there. And, you know, I do believe God heals us 100%. And these people can heal. And anyone who is involved in this, give me a call. Whether it's emotional or physical, I would love to give you the energy scan. Whether you want to call during our show or call at a later time, but give us a call. Quiet, it's okay, it's okay. Is someone delivering something? 973-736-1637. 973-736-1637. And we'd be more than happy to talk to you, and comfort you, and get you, you know, I mean, your mindset has to go forward and not relive this. This is so tragic what happened today. And if you live through it and you have this on your mind, I mean, this could be weighing you down very heavy, even if you're not injured physically, but it can cause you to really be very ill from this. That woman looks so terrified and just trembling. And you know, it will take time to get over this. And the only way is to reach out to God and do this energy scan. I'm just praying with you. God does the healing 100%. I'm just making your chakras all clear, circulation, proper circulation. And trust me, this works. I without my energy scan and without the herbs, I wouldn't be, I don't think, here the way my health was from the injuries that I had. They were quite severe from work. Very significant because there was a wheelchair with a 300-pound person in it that was pushed against me and moving at very fast speed from behind, so I couldn't see to get out of the way. And you know, that person had no business doing that, but that's what they did. That's what they did. They pushed the person really fast, a patient, and thank God the person did not fall out. I'd rather had them hurt me than them fall out of the chair. So I stopped their fall, and I'm thankful for that. I would do it again if I, you know, even if I knew that was going to happen, I wouldn't want that person to fall down. So I'd rather be injured than have that happen. So I'm thankful that I survived it, and I know that I'm getting better, and things will, you know, keep getting better and better for me, my health. And my puppy is working too and helping me. You know, I was always walking with my cane, and I walk with it less, and I, you know, am trying to maintain my balance. I learned to walk again because I took a lot of ballet classes, and I learned balance. And I was using the same principles from my ballet class. I had so many years of ballet training, and that's the only way I was able to do it, because he was eating my cane. He was chewing my cane and pulling it as I'm walking with it. So I had no choice. I had to get the mindset I can do it, and remembered my ballet from when I was a young child, and I was able to maintain it. And I see that it's helping between the herbs and that, but I'm still have pain, significant pain, as I said before, and it's still you know, not fully healed. There's things that I, you know, can't do. There's things I can do. Can walk far, but I cannot, you know, going up steps. And you know, the action of putting my foot up and down on a gas pedal, that is not good for me. So I'm not driving at this point. I had a license. I didn't lose my license. I, you know, voluntarily turned it in, and that's it. I felt if I'm not able to do that, and I ever lose, you know, control, I'm not able. I you know that I'm not supposed to be doing that, and that can cause me to have no mobility for that moment, I don't want to cause an accident for myself or anyone else. So it doesn't pay. And so I call it Uber, and I'm very happy and thankful for that. And so I feel you do what you can, and I know what I can do. I have a great mind, and physically there's things that I can do. I have great upper body strength, and I do, have youth of, somebody that is younger in many other ways, but I know what my limitations are. And there are some limitations. I can't do the things that I did before, and going forward, that's okay. You know, there's a lot of things I do miss, but look, there's new things that I keep learning, keep new things that I'm doing, and that's what we have to do. We can't go back to what we did and can't do. We got to go forward and learn more things and have an exciting life. And when you have a partner, keep the excitement going, keep learning and doing more things. And most importantly, be a friend. So if you're having trouble with relationship, remember first friendship. And romance, yes, friendship. Never lose that friendship. Making plans to go out and do different things. So I hope couples call too for this energy scan because I'm a specialist with relationships and I know what can work, what can't work, and therefore, if you could please give us a call at your convenience. If you don't want to do it while it's on the air, that's fine. 9 to 5, Monday through Sunday, we are here. Now, if I take this position, I won't be necessarily able to answer the phone and get right back to you, but I know I still will be having time in helping you. I will never abandon and give up doing that, what I'm doing, my purpose. And the only reason I would take another position, there's not enough people in my town. I'm a very small town, and I don't have enough clients. I wish I had more clients, but I don't want to leave my town. I love my town, and so that's why I'm looking for something in social media, and that's what I do every day. But it's just not enough clients in my little town. So that's the reason I am. And I hope I do get this because I really like this company so much. And I wanted to get a position with this company that they're marketing with. And they had a position opening, but then they had a strike. And so then they never had um, the position again. It went out. The position just totally went out. And then they decided, I guess, when they went back, instead of hiring just one person to do that, they decided to hire a marketing team, a whole team. It's better because if they ever had a strike and that person, would go on strike too, that's why they hire a marketing team. They're paying a marketing team, so they won't lose their marketing. Um, you got to keep going, even if there's a strike going on. You still want to keep your marketing going. You don't want to lose your marketing because you lose your clients. All your clients will be gone if you don't market. Even with a strike going on, things have to be still going forward. So that was a very clever move to hire a whole team. And I feel better if I'm working for a whole team. So I really think that's the best avenue. And I'm looking forward to doing management and training. I know I have the experience and sales. I learned from the highest caliber from the phone company. So I definitely have that ability. And I learned that early on. I was age 18 and best trainer in the entire nation, given awards for the best trainer. And So I know that I can do the great sales, and I'm excited to do that. And you want to come up here and I'll do another energy scan, dear? Come over here or come next to me. I don't want to hear you moaning. I don't want to hear you doing that. It's not good for you. It doesn't make you feel better. Come here. You want to do another energy scan, honey? Come over to mommy. Come over to mommy, honey. Platinos, they want to see you. You're the star. I'm not the star. This guy, Platinos, is the star. He is gorgeous. And I get a lot of people responding to him. Come on, you want to say hello? Come up here. They want to see you. Come on. Oh. All right. Well, he had a little rough day because it was raining, and he hates going when it's raining. And then, of course, I was gone a little bit. And he's not used to that. I'm usually here every day. And his little friend wasn't out because it was raining off and on. He's like so sad. He's like, this is to him, it's his whole world. I mean, oh, see, come here, honey. Come here, honey. I know.
One day in human days is 1 year in donkey years, right?
I know. I know, David. It's many years more. That dog's life is a lot shorter. And although I had a pet that lived 25 years, and if I did go to another animal hospital, it would have been longer even. I felt, my pet would have lived many more years. But it had a cold, and it also had a little fever, and told me to give a portion of an aspirin. And at the time I did what vet told me to do. Their animal hospital was closing, and he says, "Don't worry, you come first thing in the morning." And I did, but my pet died on the way. I didn't have the ability to do energy scans at that point to save my pet's life. Now I do. But it is so essential, these energy scans. Like I said, I gave one earlier. He's not so bad, but he's, whimpering a little bit. Before he was, howling. And it got him to stop immediately. And this is so good for pets. It's not just for humans, it's for pets. So if you have a pet, you can have them, call with you. You call and they're on the phone. Give me a call with them. Some pets are smart enough they can push a button to dial something. If you've had my number logged in, they know they can even do that. Not many, but some can. But I'm telling you, if you call with your pet, I'd be more than happy to. I don't think it's silly. You're talking to the pet on the phone. I did that plenty of times if I was somewhere and I wanted my pet to know I'm okay and to comfort and give love. There's nothing silly about that. And there's nothing silly about doing these energy scans. It works, and there's no cost. I'm telling you it's free. And why is it free? Well, because I'm writing an ebook, and I need to have case studies. You don't have to put your entire name, just your first name, or even an initial if your name is, something that other people would recognize and maybe hear your voice, because it is another phone, but still it's near the TV, and this does pick up things. So I would just simply give us a call, 973-736-1637. Well, I'm going to say good night now, and I wish everyone good health, good spirit, good strength. I'm saying a miraculous healing prayer and peace. Again, for those people, I say especially miraculous healing prayer for the train accident, such a tragic one in New Jersey. And that was by Hoboken, New Jersey. And that should have never occurred. And again, if families need, give me a call. said a prayer for you now, and I'm saying a prayer for everyone in the world too. And whether it's day or night by you, I hope that you have a good day or a good night. And thank you for listening, and thank you for referring people. And we'll be back on Monday, unless, of course, I have to go for that interview, and I don't know what time they'll contact me, but hopefully I do get called for that second one. I know that I can do that job better than anyone else. I have so many wonderful ideas, for that company, and I voiced, one of them, and there's so much more that I have. So I hope that they do give me that call. Definitely, it's for me. I know that I would be, that company I could do so much for in helping, and the client. So I'm hoping that they do. And that's it. So take care. And if anyone wants to pray for me, I greatly appreciate all the prayers, because I really want this position. And I'm going to thank God that I got it already. That's how my thought is. And my Uber driver said, I really like your positivity. You are the most positive person I've ever met. He says, I told him I had a room for rent. And so he said, I wish I, could move there, but I have my own place already. And I think he has his own house. And so he says, but you are so positive, and I am just absorbing it. And I says, that's great. I says, I'm glad to hear that. So, no matter how my day is, I try to be positive and think forward. And that's the mindset that we need to have. All right. So keep going forward, and thinking positive thoughts. And don't go back to things. You can talk to me about it, but then, let's go forward. Let's get it out. Talk about it and get that circulation for your chakras going. All right. Bye now.